Good morning, my fellow yogis, or whenever this video is finding you. Hope you're having a great day. This is going to be a morning yoga flow just to get the body awakened, get the mind calm, and to bring us back into the center, the spirit. You ready? I'm ready. Let's begin. So let's begin down on the back of the mat, sitting down. We're going to keep our knees bent, our feet in front of us. We'll bring the fingers behind us. Do a little windshield wiper action just to awaken up the hips, moving left to right. Really moving with intention, moving with presence here. Feeling every little bit of tension. And just breathing deep. Just letting it all go. Back and forth. Just one more breath right here. Bring it on back up. Bring your knees back to center. We're going to turn the toes out off the edge of the mat. Bring those heels in. Walk the hands right behind us just to lift up, lift those hips. Moving forward, bringing the hands to the front of the mat now. So now either the heels are lifted or they're down into this yogi squat. Either way, we're just going to move back and forth, opening up the knees one at a time, left to right. Really opening up the outside of the hip, opening up the inside of the hips now, opening those inner thighs. Just back and forth here. And then when you're ready, coming on down, if you can, bring those heels down to the ground. We're going to move to this balasana, this yogi squat, digging the elbows into those inner thighs, bringing those palms together, straightening out through the back, opening through the chest, looking out right in front of your fingertips. And just 3 breaths right here. Breathe into those hips, releasing all that tension. Breathe into the ankles. Just let it go here. One last breath. Slowly we'll release the hands. We'll bring them down to the earth and just bring those knees back into this tabletop. So we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Open those fingertips out wide. Really press through all 10 of them to really release pressure off those wrists. Press into the top of the feet here. Getting nice and stable in this pose. Straightening out through the back by engaging through the core. Staying here for a breath. Letting it all go. And then we're just going to move through a simple cat-cow. So we'll drop the belly. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding through, chin to the chest. Pressing your back towards the sky. Inhale, drop the belly, open up, looking up. Exhale, rounding through. Twice more. Inhale, expand through that belly, looking up to the sky. Exhale, rounding through, pressing those fingers, releasing tension off those wrists. Last one. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding through. Slowly make your way back to that neutral spine, engaged through the core. We're going to tuck the toes underneath, lift the knees off the ground just a little bit. Little bear crawl hold. 3 breaths right here. Engaging through the core, lighting that fire in the belly. Staying right here. Feeling that shake. Feeling alive right now. One last breath. Slowly drop back to the knees. Stay on the toes. We're going to walk these hands back. Slowly to come to sit on the feet here. So to release tension off of these toes, to release the attention off the tension, we're going to interlace the fingers. Roll the wrists out. Little infinity signs with the wrists. Breathe into the wrists. Breathe into the feet. Staying here. letting all that tension go with each new breath, reversing those wrists now, getting all those little kinks out, getting us ready for the day, ready to take on whatever the day brings. Release the hands, one last breath in these toes. Slowly, hands to the ground, undo the toes, come to sit on the top of the feet now. So now we're stretching out through the top of the feet, through the shins here. Now we can just stay here for a breath, this meditation, flipping the palms up, pointer finger and thumb connected, staying right here. Or we can lean back, grab into one knee, and just gently pulling up through that knee, stretching out the top of that foot, stretching out through the shin. Just another breath, moving back and forth here. And then everybody make your way back to that stillness, back to this meditation. One more breath, releasing all that energy, putting it back into the mat. And we'll walk our hands top of the mat, tuck those toes under, lift those hips up, move into this first downward dog. So in this downward dog, straighten out through one leg, bend into the other, back and forth, just walking it out here. Pressing through all 10 of your fingers, releasing that pressure on the wrists. You can press your chest towards the ground, opening up through that upper back. You can dip your hips left to right, getting into those rib cages. Just waking up the back chain here. One more breath, come back to the stillness. And then we'll bend through the knees and slowly walk it up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. First forward fold. Here we can bend the knees pretty generously. You can grab opposite elbows with your hands and just sway side to side. Back and forth here. You can shake the head, yes and no, left and right. Getting some movement from the bottom of the feet, to the top of the head. And bring it on back to stillness, back to the center. One breath. We'll bend through the knees, circle so that the arms reach it all the way up, palms together at the top. And exhale down at the heart. Right here, ground through all four corners of the feet. Engage through the quads. Press into the fingertips. Close down the eyes. Find that balance here. Try to lessen that sway in this standing pose. Finding that groundedness, that presence for this moment. Through the breath, we find the balance. Through the breath, we open the body. And through opening the body, we calm down the mind. And when the mind is calm, that's when the spirit begins to speak. One more breath here. Now we'll just move through a nice little flow here, connecting that breath to the body. So inhale, reach it all the way up, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straighten out the back, hands on the shins, the thighs, or airplane arms reaching out. Exhale, plant the hands, bring those feet back into this plank position. Here you can either drop down to the knees or stay up high. From here we're going to shift forward, coming all the way down to the ground, untucking the toes, bringing those elbows in close, pressing through the hands, chin to the chest, rising that head up. Inhale, looking up for this little cobra. Exhale, dropping the head, tucking the toes, lifting the knees up, pressing up plank, and then shifting those hips up, downward facing dog. Just 3 breaths right here. Really press into those fingers, Lift those hips up, straightening out through the hamstrings. And then pressing through that upper back to open up through that chest. One more breath here. And then bend through the knees, either walk or step it up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straighten out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise it all the way up, palms together. Exhale, down at the heart. Breathe deep right here, letting all that energy settle, letting the body awaken, letting the mind be at ease. Another round. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, feet back. Either drop down to the knees or stay up high. We're going to shift forward, coming all the way down to the ground again. Elbows tucked in, untuck the toes. Rise up a little bit higher in that cobra. Inhale. Exhale, drop the head, tuck the toes, lift the knees, press up. Then shift those hips up, downward facing dog. Breathing deep here. Letting all that energy push back into the mat. Bend through the knees, either walk or step it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, palms together. Exhale, down at the heart. Take a moment. Find that breath. Find the connection from the ground up to the top of your head. Being in this moment, right here. Last round. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, feet back. This time everybody stay up in that high plank. Shifting forward, coming down halfway now, chaturanga. And then inhale, pressing up, looking upward facing dog. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting those hips up. Downward facing dog, breathing right here. Bend through the knees, either walk or step it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, palms together. Exhale, down at the heart. Ground through the feet, engage through the quads, press through those fingertips. Balanced, connected, alive right now. Nowhere else to be but right here in this moment. Time for you to have a great day, a great life, and a great presence inside of you right now. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you again. Namaste.
Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope this practice gave you exactly what you needed from it. If you'd like to keep moving, breathing, and growing with me, feel free to subscribe and make my journey a part of yours. Until I see you again, take care of your being, and remember that this moment is all that you have, so cherish it well. I'll see you soon. Namaste. Boom! That's the one.
That was good.
That's the one.